the next day and I'm ready to get back into painting this. When I have such a long break in between painting, I have to kind of, my brain has to think about, reminding itself what I was doing, and so that takes a little bit of extra time with that. And I did get my other paintings out so that I can remember what patterns I was working on. But I am ready to get back to painting. I'm going to start shading and finishing the patterns on some of these so that I can actually see what I've got going on, because I don't want to put some patterns too close together. So I think I'm going to start with this yellow one. And to shade with both yellow and orange, I use brown to add to the shading. I might ask myself, well, if you're just going to do that, then why did you do the blue? Well, the blue kind of helps me see where things are, I guess. I'm a very visual person, so I do have to really see things in order to really understand. And I am still using my small brush instead of the bigger one, just because I want to make sure I get some of these little details in there. Sometimes while I'm doing this, I like to try to add texture with my brush strokes. Works really well when you're working with koi because it can simulate some of the scale work. So you can see as I'm starting to add more of the yellow and the brown to it, the color is starting to pop more. See, I just reminded myself what this one's supposed to be. I was actually supposed to start shading it in red. So what I'm doing here is I'm lifting the color a little bit because I'm going to be adding a white top fin, and I have white gouache but it helps if the color underneath it, where I'm putting the white, is a little bit lighter in color. It'll stick better from my point of view. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting some of the color here to make that a little bit easier down the road. I'm doing this before I add the black dots to this koi, because it'll be easier to lift this yellow and orange. Actually, I wanted to add a little bit more red to this guy. This yellow one, the yellow's not quite bright enough for me yet, even though I'm going to be covering it up with parts of it with black spots. I'm doing black spots in this one too. Oh well, got black spots up there too. There. So yes, I want the yellow to pop a little bit more. I love that part, getting to push the button to cycle the water through. It's kind of fun. I highly recommend getting one of these. I'll post, if I remember, I'll post in my comment description, whatever, what it is. This will be the black spot corner, which means I need to put some black spots over on the other side of the page. Give you some insight into what my mind is going through while I'm painting. Well, for one, usually I'm listening to music, so you know, like right now, the song going through my head the most is Into the Unknown, of course. But thought process that also runs through my head while I'm painting is I'm always trying to think of the technique that I'm doing. Is there a way to improve it? The next time that I paint this, will I do it differently? So like the next time you see me painting koi, I may be doing it differently than this, because as I'm painting this, my brain is thinking with each stroke that I do, each color that I add, thinking, okay, this is the reaction I'm getting to these two colors as they're mixing together. So, you know, now I have that knowledge for the future. Or, you know, like I'm noticing, one of the things I'm noticing, now if you mix brown, dark brown with a dark blue, you'll get kind of a black. And it's a black that works really well when I'm doing my pet portraits, when I'm painting pets' eyes. It's really good because then when I add in the highlight to the eye, the highlights tend to have kind of a blue tint to them anyhow, so when I'm doing color lifting and it brings out that blue, it works really well. Same thing when I'm doing pet noses. I was going to point to my own nose, but you can't see that. So something I'm noticing, because I used this dark blue to add original shading to these, is I'm adding the brown to create additional shading. It's creating that blackish color, which I don't mind, but it's something I'll keep in mind for the future, that maybe I might plan ahead and say, okay, this koi, they're going to end up being yellow, so when it gets time for me to do the shading, I won't use the blue, I'll use brown to do its original shading. So, trying to do more planning ahead in the future. Same thing with like the orange koi and stuff. I don't really like so much how that blue is really coming through on that. I want the brown to show more. So I'll probably, the next painting I do, which is actually a commission that I got to do some of these koi for someone, I'll pay attention to that. Yeah, I need a bigger table. I'm gonna try to switch these two orange fish. This one won't be the one with the black dots, this one will be. I have to change up the colors a little bit. Let's see if I can do it. Something you should know about me is I really like challenges. So this is a good challenge for me. Stay hydrated, drink water. My water's orange because I like koi. I'm just kidding. My water's orange because I add, the liquid flavor enhancers to it. That helps me be able to drink my water more. Otherwise, it's hard to drink water. But this way, I get all of the water I need to drink in. I get it all done before the end of the day because it tastes better. Back to work. How I'm going to differentiate these two for a little bit is, so this one, the black spots are going to be more jagged. This one, black spots will be more rounded. That should help. Yep, I think that helps by having those be rounded and those be jagged. Still don't know what I'll make that fish or that fish. I'll figure those out once I get an idea more of what else is going on here. But this one will not have black spots. Another thought that I have while I'm painting is I figure there's some professional watercolor artist out there watching me paint and just cringing at my technique.